What is going on, everybody? The story of Terra Luna Classic's comeback is going to be one written for the ages, at least in my opinion. I think we're due for a very big run coming up. Can I predict exact? Can I give you the date? No, I can't. But I can say this: motivation to run that comeback story is going to pick up. Listings on Tier 1 exchanges are going to increase. Why? Because we're getting into the portion where trade volume is going to matter. We're trading $10 million per day in Luna Classic, and I am sure that a bunch of different companies want to get in on that and see if they can't pump their own bags. Let's check it out. Before we get started, we are doing a giveaway again. I'm going to give away two $100 prizes. Put your username for Terra Casino. If you haven't signed up for Terra Casino, there's a link in the description down below, terracasino.io. Sign up there. Put your username in the comments section. We're going to draw two names for $100. And make sure that you join in. The last time we did this, we gave away $1,000, and one of them actually hit a big win for $3,600. So you never know what's going to happen. All right. Also, if you want to trade the Believe meme coin or any utility coins, Terraport.finance is your place to go. Check them out today. Make sure that you attach your wallet. Go to the swap down here in the bottom, right behind me on the screen. That pops this up right there. If you want to buy the Believe meme coin, then you got to go into degen mode. Once you're in degen mode, you are free to swap that token as you wish. And you're using Lunk as your trading pair and to make the transaction. So it is a swap. Also, guys, I want you to take a moment, and if you're not in the Lunk ecosystem and you do anything with either Ethereum or Solana, Pepe meme is about to launch, and they've got 3.3 million followers. To give you a comparison, Pepe, the original Pepe, that's not even the original, but a copy which went to several billion market cap, has a third of the followers. This is a huge move. That's a lot of outreach that Pepe meme has. And if you buy today, they are going after, and you can attach it to pepememe.io. Link is in the description down below. All the socials for you to do your investigation. $3.7 million raised so far. And just so you guys know, this is my Pepe balance right now. I have about a trillion Pepe. I got mine. I made my claim. So you guys can now see that we are getting to the active stage. So grab yourself a bag of Pepe meme today. If you buy, just say 10,000 USD at the beginning of this, then it goes 1,000x. You're talking about $1 million. It's just that simple. We're going into the most bullish phase. Altcoin season is here. Runners like this are going to happen non-stop very, very soon. Pepe meme should be at the front of that. Now we got an article up, Terra Classic. What is the price prediction? The price prediction by 2030, if you look at it right here. Now, some people are saying 2 cents, some people are saying 5 cents, some people are even saying $1. But this price predictor is giving and this is a bull run estimate. I don't think this is going to be right, but they're giving a bull run estimate of 3.015. Now, that's only about a 3x from where we are right now. Again, I think the next impulse move takes us to that 3x sort of location. And by the way, we see that on the charts all the time, but their price prediction for 2030, and we're talking about 5 years away for the next bull run, is 2.033. Now, in case you guys were wondering, that's the call that I gave you. Now, my call was 2.027, very close to where they're talking about right now, and it could be that our tools just, are not lining up exactly, but they're using the same format and the same delivery that I am in the Fibonacci ratios. So they have a conviction in a certain area, I have a conviction in a certain area, but it all makes sense that could happen. Now the question is, why is it 2025 and 2030? Well, I think they're really kind of looking at it from a maybe, just maybe, this bull run is going to be a little bit different, and maybe we're not going to see the enormous sort of price pump that we saw on a lot of mid caps previously. I'm not sure exactly what the logic is. I do think this is kind of AI, so make of it what you will, but at least we've got that prediction of a 40x now on the table, and that's exactly what you're getting right there, is a 40x on that move right there. Again, what I said a long time ago is other people are starting to see the same thing. Their thing, though, is that it's going to be 2030, about 5 years from now. All right, so still looking at this burn to earn redemption thing, I just don't see, where's money come from? So I think it's a dead kind of thing right there. But There is still the USTC staking system for Terra Classic. Does not look like it's going to pass. That does mean, by the way, and to be fair, like in this one, I don't know how you vote, but I want to give you my opinion of the vote. You can see here Vegas, Baywatch, these guys are all in the yes, Lunk Live, Jesus is Lord, they're all in the no. I think that this is a great thing for, and I think Strathcole actually said this, a layer 2 instead of a layer 1. That I think the focus should be on Terra Luna Classic more. And I don't have any real skin in this game. I sold my USTC back for Luna Classic, made a small profit off of that. Again, we talked about that a couple days ago, not nearly what I wanted. But there's this one I don't think should affect your validation. I don't think you should be moving around your validators based on this vote. I don't think this is an important vote in my opinion. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to put your Terra Casino username down there so that we can draw a winner today. So I don't think this is going to go through, and I think we're going to be done with this for right now. And then we'll focus on maybe putting it on Terraport, USTC staking. It'd be a real opportune sort of moment, but we'll see, I guess. Now, moving faster, Terra, in the same time, is up about 5% in its Lunk pairing. Garuda X is up a little bit. Future Flare having a little run. Cookie up 9% on the day. Juris up 4%. Nice little recovery day. Validators are still seeing a wild amount of movement here. And guys, I just want to say, again, and we never know what's going to happen, but that generally looks like there's going to be some people that are betting that we are about to go on a very, very big and bullish run. People are unstaking right now because they want to sell into this massive pump. That is my estimation. I am guessing, but I think that's what's happening. Now, I want to zoom out a little bit and give you a little bit more perspective on it. So we're using the weekly chart to just give you an idea that for the last month, really, if you bought at 5 right now, you're feeling pretty good about your position because you're up about 33%. Remember, it's not what you buy; it's really where you buy. So if you bought way up here, if you were accumulating over here in this range right here, you're feeling a little down about this bull run. I understand that. But if you bought down here and you've been shrewd and you've been buying dips, then we've been down here before and we bought. We've been down here before and we bought. We've been down here before and we bought, right? So those that have been buying at these levels are feeling great. Those that are not, they're still upset. But here's what's going to happen. I think that we're on the path right here of crashing into the 50-day MA, which is this right up here. And then I think that we're going to have a breakout up into this range, and then probably to this area right here, this orange line right there next to my blue line. By the way, look, I used an auto tool, which is a pivot tool, to show me where the pivots are on these charts, and this pivot just gave me the exact pivot on what I told you guys I thought was going to happen within a reasonable proximity, I guess I should say. So we're going to remove that right now, and we're going to look at that pivot to be the next little range right there. So that's at 13. That's at 3013 is what we're going to go for, and that's basically what we called to begin with, but I think this was like 3013.1 or something like that. Okay. Then what would be expected would be a real big opportunity for some trading. If you break past this right here into this range, and we're talking about this now, into this range, then I would be looking for another move up into this range right here at 15, and that would be maybe an opportunity right there to stop, take some profit, bring it back down here, and then see if it doesn't break out from there. That would be the actual move that you're looking at from this point. Now, let me redraw that to give you just kind of an idea of what I think would happen. I think we're going to have some move into here, a little bit of rejection. We're going to catch this right here. We'll probably reject off of it, come back down to this area for a test. You break out above, then you break out above, then you break out, and you have like a nice move. I think we're going to catch a little rejection right there. You got to move up into here, break down here, up here, break down here, break down up here. And then, like, that's the stair-step sort of way. And by the way, we're going to get volatility in the market. It's not going to look like that. It's not going to be all pretty. But, that's what I think is going to happen in the market. Again, we're looking at it on a weekly. I'm kind of drawing it on a daily. So, we'll see what happens. I do think that this is in the cards, though. Also, USTC is at 1416. Again, on the weekly, you can clearly see that we found our bottom a bottom that we found before. By the way, look at the similarity between this little pre-test pump right there, little clearing of space, and then this massive move right there and that massive move right there. Predicting that, it looks like that's going to happen again. Now, if that were to happen, it's limited. We're not going back up here. Most likely we go here, which is quite a bit less in short term. But again, if we look at the pivot right here, what we're just trying to do is get to about 2.4 cents. When we get in that 2.4 cent range, if we break above that, then the rally's really going to start. And you'll notice here that when we were drawing this up, we already knew the pivot was going to be right there, but we wanted that back test right there, and then we want that breakout. So just keep watching, because I think that we're getting to that point in the market where it's inevitable. We're at all-time highs, and we're continuing to pump. Now, the volume is up a good portion today to 17 million, but it hasn't resulted in a massive price movement. Good price movement. We're up 2.5% on the day. Look, I take that over 10 days, right? That's 25%. All of a sudden, we're at that 8 that I keep talking about. So, we see that kind of move. We're feeling pretty good, right? So hopefully we'll have a continuation there, but we're not seeing that on USTC. Again, I have some weakness there, so we'll see how that plays out. As far as the rest of it goes, just not a lot to talk about other than this right here. We are down massively on the amount of burns, and burn is basically the protocol that drives this entire ecosystem at this point, because we don't have all these real utilities that have been, we've got, it's out there, we just haven't implemented everything. So, you've got Juris Protocol, things like that are going to come into, you get Selenium. So, once they come in, burns will be less prioritized, but for right now, burns are prioritized. Only 200 million over the last 7 days. I told you that billion was going to fall off. Now, we've still burned 413 billion, but again, we gotta kick it up a notch. So that market module, things like that, are going to be very, very, very important going forward. Anyway, let me know what you think. Make sure you sign up for Terra Casino. Make sure you put your username down in the description below. If you want to grab some Pepe meme token, grab yourself some Pepe meme token. You never know when it's going to go crazy. They're going to do a tier 1 listing on their launch party, and that's really rare right now for people to do tier 1 listings when they're launching their meme coin. So when that happens, I think that might cause a little spike in activity. So decide what your risk is, and this is not financial advice, but I'm always right.